caller. What's up?
Yeah, hi, Chris. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Hey, first-time caller, long-time listener. Fantastic show so far.
Very good. I thought it was somebody else. That's why I did the legend segue, but okay. What's up, man?
Well, someone I know has a very similar phone number. They might be calling in later. Anyway.
Possibly.
Yeah, no, I just actually wanted to get your opinion. I wasn't able to listen to a whole ton. I actually wanted to get your guys' opinions on, kind of, as you mentioned with the superstars and everything. One of the things I noticed last night, especially, was the fact that they're bringing all these legends out for WrestleMania, but, they're using their guys that are there day in and day out, a lot of their mid-card stuff to really put over these superstars that are already larger than life, and in a way, especially like, say, with The Rock's 20-minute segment, having Bray Wyatt come out, having him pretty much verbally putting him over, and then him and John Cena just absolutely burying him and his whole crew. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Thank you very much.
Well, that happens every pay-per-view. The Wyatts come out, and the Wyatts are dominant on Raw, and then they lose every pay-per-view match, and they're made to look stupid at pay-per-views. I mean, to me, I love the Wyatts.
At the same time, though, like for example, don't get me wrong. I want to tell you, I marked out hardcore when I saw Stone Cold come out and start stunning, like Xavier Woods and all that stuff. But at the same time, though, I mean, can't you do that to, like, maybe have, like, a Legends match or something? You know what I mean? Like, make it so that, you're not kind of doing almost what, John Cena did to, like, Nexus a few years ago and just absolutely shut him down. You know what I mean?
Very possible. And I'm looking at what's going on right now. Is that too cool on the television? No, I can't see from here. My eyes.
That's Enzo. That's Enzo and Amari.
Oh, it looked like with the hair, it looked like Scotty Duhati at first. Okay. See, again, I'm sitting really far away from a television. The caller has just he brought up a good point. With the superstars that they have right now, it's kind of a depleted thing. I understand he marked out hard with Stone Cold, and the fans want to see Stone Cold. The fans want to see the guys from the Attitude Era come back. But I don't think that your main show, your top program, the quote-unquote granddaddy of them all, should be driven by guys who really were made famous 20 years ago. I mean, if you don't have the guys on your roster to be able to put on a good show, to put on the best show of your year, you're in some trouble. I mean, hands down, you're in some trouble. We got Dustin on the line right now. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Pretty good, man. How's the weather up there in Fargo?
It's all right. It's all right. It's cold. It's cold. We're down at we're in Plasma Hall right now watching the championship game. There's only a 2-point game right now. They got Sager interviewing Michael Jordan right now. There's a lot of cool shit going on. But I had to call in just because I had to just absolutely lay into to what happened last night. I just think it was.
We saw your video. We all saw your video.
Yeah, by far the worst WrestleMania I've ever seen in my life. You sent The Rock out with a flamethrower. You had Stephanie McMahon wearing femdom gear and doing this epic speech like she's in Mad Max 2. I couldn't believe. I could not believe what they were doing, and I just think I don't know. I don't know what to think. I just think it's terrible. But I got a bunch of people here with me that literally want to come on the line and give you their opinions of it. So I'm going to pass it off to the Icon right now. Here you go,
problem.
Icon. Go ahead, say hello.
Hey, what's up? This is the Icon. How are we doing?
Good. How are you doing, man?
Hello? Oh, I'm doing all right. What's up with you guys?
Just sitting here taking us through Raw a little bit, recapping WrestleMania, sort of trying to make some sense of what happened last night, and sort of taking us through this return show the next night, which is supposed to be the best Raw of the year, and so far it's kind of been lackluster. How you guys doing up there in Fargo?
Well, we're doing all right. We're just having some fun here, hanging out with Buff Bagwell and Scott Steiner and the boys. And you mentioned WrestleMania. There was nothing epic about this WrestleMania. I mean, there was two cool things that happened and the rest was just crap, if I can say that.
Sure, you can do whatever you want, man.
All right, cool thing number one was Shane jumping off the cage. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and Mankind, Mick Foley coming out together and taking out the foreign fanatics, I call them.
Yeah.
But
Jason loves them.
I thought Stephanie. Go ahead.
No, I said Jason loves them. Jason's a huge fan of the League of Nations, right, Jason?
Oh, absolutely.
No, that was very, very sarcastic. So, yeah, Stephanie, you were mentioning?
Well, the thing about Stephanie McMahon, when she came out in her speech, I'm like, what is this, Game of Thrones, or is this supposed to be Harry Potter, or is this the Lord of the Rings? It's like, the outfit was good. It would have been better if it wasn't on her.
Oh,
Hey, I don't know. For 37 and 3 kids, I think she looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'll admit I've always had a crush on Stephanie McMahon, and that outfit was just awesome. But, there's just something about the speech she gave. I thought it was a little over the top and unwarranted for the beginning of that match.
And
I think Roman Reigns being booed is completely ridiculous.
Well, I definitely feel like they were reaching, for sure. I definitely feel like they were reaching. Why was Reigns being booed ridiculous, though? He's been being booed for 5, 6, 7 weeks now.
Well, the thing about him being booed is, fans are not really gravitating towards him. I think what you're going to see in the next couple weeks is you may see him turn heel, or he'll hold the title until Seth Rollins comes back. Seth Rollins will become the babyface. He'll become the heel. And because he's getting booed, I mean, it's just like why they booed John Cena. I don't get that either. I've always liked Roman Reigns, ex-Minnesota Viking. He's a great wrestler. He's a great guy, but I don't know why they boo him. It's ridiculous.
The fans, I don't know. Maybe they're just tired of the same old faces. Although I don't know, with Stone Cold and The Rock, they were shoved down their throats for 3-4 years back in the '90s, and they ate it up. So who really knows?
I
really
think
knows?
it's because the fans are smarter now than they were back in the Attitude Era in terms of
social media has done that.
Not even that, but it's just that
exactly
we know.
They want to see something different.
I think not only that, but I also think it's because we are so accustomed to WWE, but there's more wrestling out there. They have Ring of Honor, they had New Japan Pro, and these guys are starting to come into the WWE, and a lot of fans know who AJ Styles is ahead of time. They know who Daniel Bryan is. So I think they're kind of like want to cheer those guys instead of the guys that Vince want to push down our throats. I think that's what the problem is.
I also think TNA was so wildly popular. TNA was so wildly popular when it was out. Of course they know who guys like Samoa Joe and AJ Styles are because TNA was actually considered a rival at one point. And now that obviously they're on like Destination America, so you can't even see them on most cable packages. Now, obviously, the WWE is the go-to. You have to be on that to be on television and get any notoriety. So I think you're right, Jason. I think fans are a little smarter now. I think social media has done that. Phones have done that. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff has done that. And I think that obviously back in the 90s when life was simple and more, life was great, all they really got to see was Monday night and Thursday night, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, those guys, and they lived and died by what they did on that 2-hour program. And it's not the same anymore. So I do agree with you there.
Okay, guys. Well, the ICAR is going to pass the phone on to the ref, and he'll give his opinion. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to chat with the ICAR.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
WrestleMania. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now. Yeah.
So we've got the Macho Man on the line as well.
That's what I'm talking about. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah.
Macho Man, I'm doing great, man. Love to see you back. I mean, we had Buff Bagwell on the line before. We just talked to the Icon. Now we've got Macho Man calling us up from the gates above here to talk a little bit about WrestleMania.
I saw Buff Bagwell was on the line. Yeah, the Macho Man. He had some prior engagements. Yeah, you know what I mean. I still got to be the cream. Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah.
The cream of the crop.
Oh, that's good.
Now, Macho Man, who we've got another somebody else on the line. I didn't quite hear what Icon was saying as to who we passed the phone to here. What other legend are we talking to on the line right now?
We're talking to the refs.
The Reds? Okay. What's going on?
Well, I'm just going to put in my 2 cents on WrestleMania. Just thought that I'd say, it's nice to see some of the older guys out, but in my opinion, I don't think they should have brought in an out-of-shape Stone Cold. I think they should bring in an in-shape Buff Bagwell or bring back like a Scotty Steiner. You never see names, never see those guys mentioned. Nobody wants to see a Diamond Dallas Page. Nobody ever talks
But the people
about
want to
Buff.
see Macho
Nobody ever
Man,
talks
yeah.
about Steiner. That's my opinion. I think we got a good club.
I definitely feel like a lot of people marked out hard to see Stone Cold just because of how wildly popular Stone Cold was. But yeah, I would cream my jeans to see Buff Bagwell out there again, Scott Steiner out there again. I mean, shit. Even when Diamond Dallas Page came out, I was like, oh my God, it's DDP. It's one of those things where I grew up on that era. I love those guys. And it's good to see them every once in a while.
Yep, as I did too. But it's that day is past. Buff still got the stuff like his stuff says. He can still get back in there and go at it, go to it. There's no reason why his name should be mentioned a lot more.
And I would love to see Buff Daddy in there. Unfortunately, with what happened to Buff in his time in WWE, it wasn't exactly pleasant. But I would love to see Buff Bagwell if we could somehow make that connection happen. That would be something that I would definitely vouch for and would definitely be tuned into my television to see for sure.
Yeah. One more thought. The only thing, like you said, with past and everything, everyone, because I refereed on TV for 15 years, everyone has got some demons. Nobody's got a clean slate, so they just use that as a small argument. But I'm going to pass the phone on over to Buff again here, so take care.